Welcome to Epochs Across Eras, where history's greatest minds and moments come to life. In our Three Kingdoms series, we've met warlords who ruled with swords and kings who chased power. But today we meet a different kind of hero, Zhuge Liang, known as the Sleeping Dragon. He was not a king or a conqueror, but a strategist, statesman, inventor, and philosopher. His genius guided Liu Bei to glory and kept Shu Han alive long after its founder was gone. In this episode, we explore the man behind the plans, the one who chose virtue over ambition, wisdom over violence, and became a legend not through force, but through foresight. He lived in a thatched cottage. He called himself a recluse, yet his name echoed across the empire. When Liu Bei sought him out, he came not once but 3 times, begging for guidance. That man was Zhuge Liang. Known as Kong Ming, he was the sleeping dragon whose awakening changed history. With no army of his own, he shaped campaigns, alliances, and a kingdom. From red cliffs to the halls of Shu, Zhuge Liang became the mind behind a dream and the heart behind a legacy. This is his story. Zhuge Liang was born in 181 CE in present-day Shandong. Orphaned at a young age, he moved to Longzhong in Jing province and lived in reclusion, studying philosophy, astronomy, law, and warfare. Though many warlords fought for power, Zhuge Liang chose peace, at least at first. He became known as a brilliant thinker and was nicknamed Sleeping Dragon for his latent genius. He refused to serve any warlord until Liu Bei came. In 207 CE, Liu Bei visited Zhuge Liang's cottage 3 times before finally meeting him, a tale now known as 3 visits to the thatched cottage. It wasn't just persistence, it was respect. Zhuge Liang agreed to serve Liu Bei, seeing in him the last hope to restore legitimate rule. In their first conversation, Zhuge Liang outlined what would become known as the Longzhong Plan, a strategic vision to divide China into 3 parts. He advised Liu Bei to ally with Sun Quan in the east, conquer Yi province in the west, and then use those resources to counter Cao Cao in the north. It was not just a military strategy, it was a blueprint for an entire state. Liu Bei followed the plan closely. After Red Cliffs, he secured territory in Jing province. With Zhuge Liang's counsel, he then turned westward to conquer Yi province, forming the base of Shu Han. By 221 CE, Liu Bei declared himself emperor. Zhuge Liang became his chancellor, Shu's highest official and its true guiding hand. Zhuge Liang wasn't just a strategist, he was a builder. After Liu Bei's death in 223 CE, Zhuge Liang became regent to Liu Shan, the young new emperor. He managed state affairs, stabilized finances, reformed law, and rebuilt the war-torn infrastructure of Shu. He also advanced technology, popularizing the wooden ox, an early wheelbarrow for logistics, and improving signaling tools for battlefield coordination. Zhuge Liang insisted on strict discipline and moral governance. He held himself to the same standards, famously working so hard that he wore plain robes and lived modestly even in power. He became the embodiment of loyalty and self-sacrifice. To many, he was the living soul of Shu. Zhuge Liang's greatest military challenge came late in life. Between 228 and 234 CE, he led 5 major northern expeditions against the Kingdom of Wei, seeking to fulfill Liu Bei's dream of unifying the empire. Each campaign was brilliantly planned, full of clever tactics like the empty fort strategy, where he tricked an enemy into retreating by appearing defenseless. But despite his efforts, the campaigns failed. Wei's defenses, internal politics, and Zhuge Liang's limited resources made long-term conquest impossible. During the fifth expedition in 234 CE, Zhuge Liang fell ill at the front. He died in his military camp at Wujiang Plains, still working late under a candle. He was 53. Zhuge Liang's life was one of intellect, loyalty, and resilience. He served a cause not because it would win, but because it was right. He built a kingdom, preserved its soul, and became a symbol of upright governance for centuries to come. Though his military victories were limited, his moral victory endures. To Confucian scholars, he was the ideal official. To generals, he was the master of strategy. To storytellers, he was the sage who never stopped serving. In our next episode, we follow his final campaigns and the noble, relentless effort to reunify China. This is the beginning of the end and the legacy that refused to fade. Thank you for watching Epochs Across Eras. If you enjoyed this journey through history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's keep exploring the past to uncover the stories that shaped our world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring the epochs that define us all.